Good morning, students. Today, let us see what is persuasion and why this persuasion is taking place inside the company or the institution, or what is the basic necessity of this persuasion anywhere. First, let us see the definition for persuasion. Persuasion in the workplace entails convincing others to follow a course of action or make them agree to a commitment for purchasing a product or service. So, first, employers especially value persuasive skills. That is, when they are offering a job to you, they will be expecting this quality in you in order to give an increased productivity. So, if we put in a nutshell, we can explain persuasion as it is a skill to persuade others in a smooth way to follow certain rules which will make the benefit for an organization. The process of persuasion is, first, you should be able to read the mind of the customer, that what is their basic need, predisposition of a targeted individual or a group. That is, you must be able to identify the need of a customer and why, where they struggle. And next one is, you should be able to establish a relationship with that type of stakeholders, and then clearly you should be able to explain and make them accept by fulfilling their necessity in your agenda or course of action. And you should have an active listening, where the stakeholders objections, if they dislike something, that should not be there in your agenda. So there you must play an active role while listening. If you want to come, if you think that no, this objection should be there in your agenda, you should have some facts, explanations, where the customers, stakeholders can accept your views that yes, this is a necessity, so it is nothing wrong in adding that. Then you should be able to recognize the limitation of your proposal, and then you should be able to modify a proposal. That is, you should be a flexible person to add the need of a stakeholders. Even though you submit a proposal, you should be a person to make changes if they ask for any requirements. And you should be clearly you should be clearly explaining them about the terms of any agreement if you have. And after, if they get a product, or if they come for a service, you should be able to follow up. That is, you should not forget to conduct follow up in order to make them think that they are a valuable customer to you. Then 6 principles are there in a persuasion skill to do this persuasion skill effectively. That is, through e-books and e-courses, you can attract the you can attract the customers when you deliver this letterbox. That is, when you deliver this to their letterboxes for free of cost. Scarcity. You must, I told you already, you must be able to read the customer's mind and the scarcity of what they suffer from, and you should be a good person to make that shortage clear. That is, to make that shortage fulfilled by your project, by your proposal, by your product. Authority. There should be, that is, everyone will everyone will expect this authoritativeness of a particular company. So you should be able to fulfill that with the help of advertisements. So through advertisement, you can focus your expertise. And then 6 principles of, again, we have seen 3, and next one is commitment and consistency. They should know that even after you give a product to them, there you are fulfilling the commitment and you are very much flexible in order to fulfill their needs, liking. So you should be able to be sympathetic, empathetic, and attentive to customers, and let them know that they are appreciated then and there. Agreement and social proof is the 6th persuasive skills. It is an excellent method to convince other people of the fact that a certain organization has excellent quality because they follow strictly about the agreement which they sign. Then the powerful tools of persuasion skills are: first, you should be curious to learn the mind of the customer in order to make the product of their taste. And then you should be a clear listener. For example, in boot camp, you have learned about the project, and first you should empathize with the customer. Only that is implemented here. In persuasion, you must know to empathize the customer, and then you should focus on that empathetic part. Then if you produce any product, it will be very much useful to them and they will be interested to get a product from you. You should be very much honest. If they ask you, if they say that this is wrong and that, you must very well, if it is a wrong one, you should have the capability, you should have that honesty to accept and rectify that. And you should be a confident person where you will be explaining everything clearly. How you can be confident? You must be confident with the explanation which you give and the way you respond to them. And you must be able to narrate a story which will attract them to buy your product. And you should have some concern while addressing there should be some intimacy in your speech while speaking to the stakeholders, customers. You should have that you should have that personal commitments over there. You should be very much honest, and there should be an intimacy in your speech. And your voice must be very much effective. Even the voice, that is, if it is also a soft sentence, if you pronounce that, if you speak that in a rude way, nobody will be there to react. So nobody will consider, because there are many products, and this is a very much challenging line, and they will go to others without minding yours. So please take care of your voice. That's it. Thank you, dears. I hope you enjoy.